veteran journalist, veteran PA, just veterans, talking about one subject. Former President Daniel Arap Moi. Mutegi Njau, good to see you, sir.
Yes.
Lin Jiru.
It's a pleasure to see you.
Good to see you. Yusuf Washira.
Nice to see you.
Well done, man. Well done. This man looks more and more like Moi. Is it just me or is it...
You're not the only one.
Thank you.
I've had it being said.
Thank you.
I could have said it.
Lee, let me just ask you, man. No. Fungua roho. Fungua roho. Angalia your picture. Look at Lee on the left. Look at the former president on the right.
Yes.
Yes, even not a seat.
Lee,
yes.
Go on.
I was born in 1949 in Embu. Mzee Moi had not been to Embu during that time.
Is that your answer?
I look like a younger brother. Not like a son.
No, you look like a son. You look like a son.
Yeah, but I cannot be a son.
We never know. I mean, there's DNA these days. We can do a DNA.
Okay, let's do a DNA. And if it turns out that I'm his son,
yes,
I'll claim something.
Well deserved. After working for him for 42 years?
Yes.
Well deserved. Yusuf Washira, yes. Most memorable moment for you with President Daniel Arap Moi? Most memorable?
1978, one early morning, I was doing freelance work then, and the Catholic Secretariat, which is the media office of the Catholic institution,
of the Vatican, yes,
here in the Westlands,
yeah.
They had given me some work to do, and the work involved, there was a conference, a bishops' conference. All the bishops, Catholic bishops, they normally meet after some time, and this time they were meeting in Kenya. And the conference was at St. Aquinas in Langata, which is part of Catholic University today. So, because we are the host, I had to be there very early, at around 6:30. And then we were shown where to sit, anybody from the media. But my colleagues from the media had not arrived. But I arrived early because I am commissioned by the Secretariat. So there I was alone for quite some time. And then later on, there is this siren. And to me, I know that kind of siren must be a VIP.
Yes.
And who comes out? Mzee, then Vice President and Minister for Home Affairs. And according to the program, he was not anywhere. There was no VIP, guest of honor anywhere in the program. The Catholic Church are quite...
very conservative.
Very conservative.
Yes.
So now I'm shocked. And here I am. My instinct was the pictures. So I took my camera and took the pictures of Mzee. And he was led straight to where I was seated. And he sat next to me. I greeted him, of course, because previously I had met him during his beloved, very beloved kind of function, which was Freedom from Hunger Walk. He was also a senior scout, senior scout.
Right.
So I knew him from there.
Yeah.
And that's why I took the picture. And the fact that he's number 2 in the country. He sat, after greeting me, I greeted him, and after greeting him, Mzee Karibu, he said, how are you? Just very casually, how are you? Mmefika salama? My bishop wamefika? So I'm updating him. Yes, Mzee. Yeah. And then somebody realized, hey, it's time for tea. And I was surprised that I was going to share a cup of tea in the same place with number 2 in the Republic.
Wow.
And it was difficult for me to stir the tea.
Yeah.
And he told me, relax, tukunywe chai. Tukunywe chai sababu. By the way, which is your denomination? I said I was a Muslim. He said, fine. Mimi ni AIC. So, tukunywe tu chai. Sisi ni wageni tungoje mambo. And believe you me, he kept quiet. And we started our tea, we had our tea. And then later on, invited, they took him off, the protocol.
Yes.
Took him off. and I lost him there. Then I did my work, and I did not know what was happening in the country, and I don't know if he knew what was happening in the country. But later on is when I came to learn that he was in Nakuru the night before, and suddenly he was told to represent Mzee Jomo Kenyatta at this function.
Wow.
So he had traveled
all the way
from
Nakuru,
yeah,
to be here at 7 in the morning or 6:30.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
He was very punctual.
Wow. Hold that thought. Motegi, I mean, I remember you from days in VOK, man. Remember that thing called press conference?
Yes.
I remember press conference.
Yes.
And you were very...
with Harmony Gambi.
With Harmony Gambi.
And Oliver Tondo.
Yes. And you would be asking those caustic questions, man. And I was saying, that guy, who is that guy? You're the guy. Your most memorable moment.
There are many, but the one that comes in mind now, we was traveling from China. We had these people, the president, we went to China. When we were coming back, we slept in India, and then when we came back, we slept in India. When we were approaching the country, Moi decided to move from the first class to come to talk to us, and he was greeting everybody. That's the only time he greeted me. He greeted everybody. And he stood where we were. I was sitting with Washiro Aroro.
Coach?
Yes.
He was with you?
In the same
Who
seat.
did he work for then? Review or?
I can't remember.
Okay.
So Moi was passionately telling us how, he stopped to tell us how the National Youth Service, which was going to graduate the next month after I arrived in Nairobi, how he was going to organize it, how it's going to be a great thing. And very passionate, telling us he has invited guests, and it's going to be a very successful. He was very happy about the national service. That's the national service for Form 5
and 6.
The people who are going to the university.
Correct.
Not the normal national service.
Yes.
The national
after Form 6.
After Form
that
6.
3 months or whatever it was.
Before they go to university. He was very passionate about it. And he thought he was creating a very good kind of youth, having gone to the service, to the university, good, great Kenyans. That to him was very passionate.
So as he told you this, what did you tell him?
Just, you have to stand. You can't
you're
stand.
You're in the aircraft and you're standing.
You have to stand. You don't listen to the president when you are sitting down. We were saying, yes, sir. Yeah. We hope to be successful.
Right.
Then, of course, when we came, it didn't work.
It didn't.
It didn't work. There was a rout.
Yeah.
The next time, I was at my home in Chuka, just on holiday. And then he had a function there. And then there was some nasty story written in the Nation about some local school. And then I think Zero or some other person told him, even the editor is here. Then he started admonishing me and saying, hey, you see the kind of editors you have? And these guys, their cameramen, came taking, and I did like this. Because I'm going to be embarrassed.
Lee, is that true?
Yes, it's true. It is true. Yes.
That was the next time.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir. That's all.
Oh.
Otherwise, I've traveled with many places in the world.
Yeah.
We went to Iran.
Yeah.
We went to Tanzania.
So you all interacted a lot, didn't you?
Yes.
All of you.
Yes.
Lee, I want to talk about how you stressed these people when we come back. Because, you were very protective of your boss. Very protective. By the way, didn't you promise to retire in 2018? You promised me you're going to retire.
In 2018,
yes,
I told you I was to retire this year.
Yes, in 2020, correct?
2020.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah.
That was on 22nd August 2018.
Oh, you remember this?
Of course. Mm-hmm. It was on a Wednesday.
Like today.
But the things have changed.
Yeah.
Mzee Moi was watching.
That night?
Yes.
No, he was not.
He was watching.
How come he didn't invite you and me to Bakabarak?
Let me tell you. When I went to Kabarak,
yes,
the following day, on Thursday,
yes,
on 23rd, he admonished me. He told me, I saw you saying that you are going to retire on the 30th of June
2020.
That is not your business. I'm the one who decides. In fact, I'm going to push it to September 11th, 2021, Saturday midnight. That is when I will retire.
Is it on paper?
Yeah, I've got a letter to that effect.
Oh.
Wow.
Yes.
That's incredible. How do you remember dates so well, Lee? How do you do that?
Well,
it's a gift. Okay, it's a gift.
You know,
it's a gift.
most people,
yeah,
they overdrink substances which make you unsteady,
yes,
a little forgetful, a little repetitive,
yes,
and sometimes a little loving.
Lee, I've forgotten what I wanted to say.
But Lee, you have taken this substance with him. Unless you got saved.
Moderately.
Yeah, moderately.
Yes. I love this. Yes. We are remembering former President Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi with these veterans right here. Veteran photographer Yusuf Washira, his PA for many years and Press Secretary Lin Jiru, and veteran journalist Mutegin Jiao here in the house, folks. History for the last half century is right here on the bench today. Keep tweeting at Koinangajem, at Citizen TV Kenya. The hashtag is JKLive.